thing. You know what? Mars square Pluto, y'all. I could be like super hard on myself, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. All right, I'm going to start with Monday, the 25th. Now I'm going to share a screen. And there it is. Share screen. All right, here we are. The transits. So what we've got going on here is Moon in Gemini, and it's trining. See this right here? It's trining. It's a separating trine, but it's still there. So maybe on Sunday, if you get a chance to write out your feelings, journal out your feelings, talk about your feelings, that would be like super awesome with a friend, because we have Mars squaring off with Pluto. See that 26, 24, it's separating, whew, but it's still there. So we're still prone to maybe fights and fisticuffs. Remember, the planet of Mars wants to be open, direct, honest. It wants to conquer. It wants to sever, separate. It wants to overcome, right? And then Pluto is a planet that aggravates things a little bit more. It's a ego crusher, and it's a place where we experience crisis. So the planet of war meets the planet of crisis. We are talking about rough times, rough patches here. And a lot of people have really noticed this already. So while that's going on, if you can journal out your feelings, that'd be awesome. If you can identify them, label them, talk with a friend about them, that'll be really, really good. We've got the sun in Scorpio. We're going to be, happy birthday, Scorpio, yay. We're going to be really conscious right now of the intensity, right? Very conscious, very aware. If you have sun in Scorpio or Mars in Scorpio, Mercury Scorpio, you're about to get sort of a lot of stuff kind of coming at you this month, November. All right, so you'll be aware of it. Finishing goals that depend upon you will be like super be duperty awesome. Please do those. Let's see, we've got Moon, and she is opposing Venus. So not a great day for maybe girlfriends, exactly, right? Feminine friends who have a feminine bend, right? Might have a little bit of a difficult time there. So maybe yeah, a friend who's of the opposite sort of, you know, if you identify as masculine, maybe talk to a feminine friend. If you identify as feminine, talk to a more masculine friend. Might be awesome. Whether it's a penis or a vagina, doesn't matter. It's the energy a person puts off. Venus is in sextile. She's in applying sextile here. That's good. That's an ease here. So the really nice thing going on here is that even though we have this friction here, we have Jupiter and Venus here. I'm going to get into that a little bit more because they're going to be with us for a while there, of how to lean into this. This is the best thing we've got going on for us this week. We've got, see this Saturn squaring off with the sun. So Saturn, planet of stability, planet of establishments, is squaring off with consciousness and intensity. Want to get it done versus I don't want to move. So you might experience this a lot. Even though you want to get things done, the person you work for, your boss, the person who has authority over you, doesn't want to move as fast. Is something kind of that we'll find. All right, let's go to the 26th here. Moon in Cancer, yay, eat some yummy food. It's going to be here the 26th and the 27th, Tuesday and Wednesday. Please, please, please eat some yummy food. Be at home and cozy if you can. If home is a cozy place, go to a cozy cafe, go to some place that feels warm, cozy, to give yourself like a respite. Here too, now we've got Mercury, and it is in a square here to the moon. So this could be like miscommunications about feelings, right? This isn't a chatty day. This is a cozy to myself with food day, right? On Tuesday and Wednesday. Let's see, let's head on over to Wednesday. So yeah, we talked about that. All right, and then we're gonna go over to the 29th here. Let's see, 28th. Oh, Moon's in Leo now. Here on the 28th, Moon likes to be seen here. Emotions want to be seen here. This is a, I don't know. It's going to be in a trine to Venus, which is good, but we're, okay, and we're in a sextile to Mercury, so that's good. And then Mars here too. So Mars is about, we're going to see Mars is about to get really strong. It's about to start feeling it right here, right about here on Thursday. We're going to start to really feel that Mars energy, that heightened energy, that urgent energy. If you can go exercise, go on a walk, something like that, I highly recommend, you know, going to a gym, some way of getting out that energy. Mars is about to get a little bit feisty. He's about to feel his inner strength and is about to come out. So 28th, just know that Mars, you might just start to feel Mars a little bit more angsty, a little bit more fighty, a little bit more extra, okay? So being aware of this will be really, really important, right? Really thinking, do I want to get in this fight? Do I want to get in this conversation right now? Can I plan this conversation for another time? If it is something that does need to be hashed out, right? I'd still wait before trying to hash anything out here. Journaling it out, writing it out, having it in private thoughts first is best here. All right, Friday, let's see, the 29th. Yeah, we have Venus and Mercury still, right? Venus, Mercury sextiling, that's nice. So our logic will be like super good, maybe humorous logic, if you can like add some humor to it, that'll be really awesome. Venus is still kind of happy here. Mercury's in her sign. It is an air social sign, so that's really good. Maybe if you can be with friends who you don't feel as with, maybe get with them, you know, and watch some comedians. That might be like super nice, right? Something that makes it light. All right, 30th, here we go. Here's Mars. And Mars is officially in with the sun. So we'll be very conscious of our idness. We've got that going on. It is applying to a square with this Saturn now. Now it's officially in the house where it's officially going to be squaring off. And again, we have, this is still kind of here, this Pluto Mars, because that's still kind of close. It just came on the other side. And now we've got this. So super strong, super aggravated. We've got a strong Mars and a strong Saturn. This is, I want to change. This is, I don't. This is, I'm willing to fight for the change. This is, I'm willing to stand my ground energies here. So that is pretty intense. Moon in Virgo. It doesn't love being here. It's kind of finicky, kind of picky, you know, can be. It wants to be detailed. So it wants to get in the weeds. Anyway, so what I wanted to say is that during all of this, what we do have is, as a saving grace, is a Venus and a Jupiter. Jupiter is not, you know, in the best situation here. So he's not super strong. He can't really help out with this fight, right? Venus is doing okay here. It's a fire sign. Venus isn't notoriously known for wanting to be here, but this is a truth-telling sign. This is a I want to share sign. This is I want to share optimism sign here, right? It's also a philosophical sign, right? Sagittarius is very philosophical. It's Jupiter ruled. So the saving grace here is to lean into humor and lean into your philosophical side, right? Tell the truth with love. Is my tone loving? Am I coming at this with a loving, kind heart? Can I be on top of that, or am I going to lose my shit? You know yourself. You know if you're going to lose your shit, right? If I go into this conversation, am I going to lose my shit? Yes, I am. If you know that about yourself, don't go, right? And if you must go, if you can sort of prepare with some sort of meditation, some sort of mantra, some sort of cooling, right? If you can go in with, if you can cast a spell on yourself, right? If you can sort of cast a spell on yourself of, I'm going to lean into my highest self, right? I'm going to lean into higher perspective, right? I'm going to lean into the fact that this doesn't have to get solved right now. This doesn't have to, this war doesn't have to be fought right now, you know? If you can lean into that, then please do that, right? Please cast spell on yourself. Please walk in with any charm you have, right? Please walk in with, you know, a generous, optimistic attitude. I'm going to be generous with the person that I'm going to be having this conversation with. I'm going to be selfless, right? As much as possible. I'm going to be aware of my tone of voice. I'm going to be aware of the energy within me. And if the other person starts to make it rise, I'm going to be aware of that. And I'm going to remember that I don't have to take this action now. This doesn't have to be urgent right now, as much as possible. So if you can do that, please do that. Take turquoise with you, right? Jupiter's, you know, one of Jupiter's stones, clutch it, take it with you, be like, I'm, you know, better than this. I can be loving than this. I'm going to do unto this person how I want things done unto me. Please do that. You know, whatever's loving, whatever's compassionate, right? Whatever doesn't have to be fought right now, right? Please, you know, be aware of that. All November is going to be having this, right? Clashes with the old and with the new. So being aware of that this week. Yay for Halloween on the 31st. That should be like, you know, super interesting. If you're throwing a party, you might be a little more finicky, you know, perfectiony about it. Moon in Virgo, right? But Mars kind of makes us feel like doing something, which is really good. So if you can be around people who you get along with super easy, and you watch like a funny super horror movie, and you make it like light, you know, you keep it light and fun, then that's awesome Halloween, right? Lean into that. Anyway, so that is it for these transits. I want to draw some cards really quick. So Venus and Jupiter here are going to be with us, right? Venus and Jupiter. So I want to draw some cards. What can we keep in mind? What can we lean into with the Venus and Jupiter, right? When we start to feel that angsty, we start to feel that holy shit, that literal 5 of Wands energy. This is like fighting with yourself, right? But kind of going with your highest self, right? These two women are exactly the same. It's the same person, but her light is brightest here. And 5 of Wands usually represents fighting. That's usually what it represents. And so I love here that this woman has in her heart her best self coming forward, her heart sort of chakra coming forward, where sort of God lives is coming forward, right? That's great advice. Is my heart shining with best, highest self energy? Let's see if we can get one more here. Anything else, right? Anything else to remember? I'm just kind of like shuffling cards. The deck that I'm using is the Moonchild Tarot deck. It's super beautiful. I really like it. Venus and Pisces, if that's you, you'll fucking love this shit. All right. Okay. Anytime now, cards. I'm gonna choose one. Let's choose one. 9 of Cups. This is reunion. This is sort of a promise of a reunion here, right? That she's got all the cups are all above her. She's focusing on the cups above her. So this is all about sort of reunions and joy, right? About celebrating what is good, celebrating what you do have, right? And I like that it's all above her and her hands are sort of up in surrender, palms facing forward, right? She's like, I'm surrendering. I'm going to focus on what is good, what is noble, my best chalice forward, right? I like that a lot. So when you're in a fight, when you're feeling that fight, heart chakra forward, right? Not engaging, right? You're standing your ground in your best self and counting your blessings, right? You're really leaning into what is positive, what is generous, what is good that you have going on in your life, what's a good thing. And even any good things that do come out of conflicts, right? That do come out of fights, please think of those things, please, please, please. All right, I'm gonna stop the screen share now. And yes, so please, please, please have as good of a week as you can. Please be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. That is definitely a Bible quote. I definitely still find those things useful sometimes. So please be your best self this week. Okay, bye.